What is up, folks? I'm just at the tail end of day 10, and I thought, man, I haven't actually put out a video in a couple of days. So here I am. I realized that I kind of did the same thing the first time I did a quitting smoking video series journey thing, and it brought me to some important points here. So first of all, life's kind of regaining its tread, its momentum. Less of my life is focused on the quitting smoking, and more of my life is focused on just the normal, everyday things. Which I remember talking about in my first video series, saying, that's awesome, it's a great sign, things are getting better. And that is absolutely true. But it also makes things a little bit dangerous. Because while I'm not taking all of my everyday to think about quitting smoking, I'm still in the process of quitting. We're still at relatively the beginning of it. And you feel like at day 10, like you've gone through the hard part. And I think really I have. But even being this far along, we're still quitting. Cravings are still gonna come. And while smoking isn't at the forefront of your mind, or my mind, the cravings will jump to the forefront of your mind. And even at this point in and going forward, I have to remember to, while I can't focus every moment of every day, I have to keep it a priority. Because these cravings are going to come no matter what, and they're going to continue coming for days, weeks, maybe months, maybe the rest of my life. And I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm not saying I can't live with that, because these cravings are nothing. It's just the fact that we're focused on other things now. So it's a shocker when they come, and we can give them a little bit more importance than they deserve. A craving could hit at this point, and I feel like I have actually, man, those lights are getting bright, aren't they? That's a little bit better. Man, they just heat up over time. But I feel like in the past, at around this time in my quit, I've had cravings come that I've crumbled to. And they weren't worse than what I had in day 1, day 2, day 3. They just, I think, take you a little bit more off guard. And because your quit isn't necessarily at the forefront of your mind, it's easier for you to forget what we're doing here. The mission has not changed, but our focuses tend to change a little bit. So I feel like if you're following me and you're considering quitting smoking, or you're at this point in your quit as well, this is the point at which we need to remember all the reasons that we did this. If you read Alan Carr's book, this is the point where we need to remind ourselves on a pretty regular basis that we never liked nicotine, that we were simply doing it to replace the nicotine, and that was a cycle that was never going to stop until we broke that cycle. We have to keep it broken. We can't introduce it into our lives. In any case, I do feel good. I worked out today, so I feel good about that. Trying to get strong. Yeah, I encourage you to quit smoking. If you have any questions, or you just want to quit together, I'm here to talk. If you send a message, comment on a video, I'm here. I'll catch it. It'll come to my phone. Even if I go days where I'm not posting these videos, I'll respond to comments. But let's just back each other up. Let's kick this habit together. All right, folks, I will talk to you soon. Peace out, homies.